Welcome back, everybody, to the Speakeasy Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Victor, and this is Joey.
My name is Joey. Yes, hello.
And Joey, before we do anything else, we missed a milestone last time.
Oh yeah, we did. Yep, we missed the 10th episode.
Somehow yes, that's not good.
Yeah,
but Cheerios, my good sirs, I think we could just cheer on the. I know. I mean,
this is polarizing, isn't it? So what you got there, mate?
This is a painkiller, my good sirs.
Yeah,
a cheeky cocktail.
I know what a painkiller is.
Look, I've got 2 straws because I'm a big boy.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I've gone with a nice raspberry cider. Yeah. I'm a bitch.
I like how we started this podcast with like whiskey, neat, or on the rocks or something. It's just what we're getting.
Just whatever's in the house. Just whatever's in the house.
It be what it be, you know.
Yep. All right. Shall I introduce what we're gonna do this episode?
Yes, let's do that.
All right. So, if you have seen the teaser we've posted on Instagram, you will know what is gonna happen this episode. We will be reviewing one of gangster rap's most quintessential albums.
Yes.
Get Rich or Die Tryin by Fitty, Mr. Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, representing New York, Queens. So look forward to that. Last call, obviously. More deep and interesting questions. Now, first of all, as always, how have you been, my friend?
I've been good. Been good. Just in general, been getting ready for vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I've literally just been out and about. For once, the weather has actually picked up in a more general sense here in Denmark.
I can see.
Yes,
the sun's shining on your face.
I'm very shiny right now, right? So, so yes, I've just been out and about, walking a lot. Like I said last time, I'm still burning those calories. But now enjoying it more. The weather is nice, so that's been very good.
Yeah, for sure.
Listening to a lot of podcasts.
Which ones?
For now, it's right. It's sports. It's like I have 2 different football podcasts. The Premier League season is closing. I've been following the title race between Manchester City and Arsenal. That's been a lot of fun. So I've listened to a lot of that.
Who are you rooting for?
I was hoping the underdog story. I was hoping Arsenal, but you can't deny City, though. They're just too good.
I mean, listen, man, it's fucking crazy how good Man City is.
That Norwegian fella is pretty good, huh? The big guy.
I don't even watch football anymore, and I know. Yeah. Like that's how good it is. Yeah.
How about you? What have you been up to?
Not much again, because weeks have been kind of boring, to be honest. Not a lot's happening.
No.
Got one funny thing that's happened, and my girlfriend has been learning Maori, like the language.
Oh, cool.
As of late, and there was one word that she told me about that I found fucking hilarious, and it's the word for France.
Okay.
Give me a guess what you think the Maori word for France is.
The language.
Think very long. Yeah, France, the language, the French.
Oh, sorry,
it's all one word.
The country. Yes.
Think very logical. Think very French. Think very French.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna. Is it just called? No, it's not just called. No, it's no. No, give me. I was just thinking something stupid, like Monsieur or something stupid.
It is pretty stupid.
What is it?
Oui.
No. That's funny. That's great. That would be so much easier if that was how we did it, right?
Not how you spell it in French. It's WIWI.
Oh, oui. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. I laughed so much at that. But yeah, that's funny. I would love to learn that language. It sounds so cool.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the languages that are that don't like conform to the same forms that we do that we have in Europe.
Yeah,
it sounds very cool to us. Like, but that's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
Is it for anything specific? It's just
it's just for culture.
Oh, cool. That's very cool.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, the thing with the Maori language is it got so beaten out of the whole previous generation by the English.
I feel like a lot of
that they almost lost the language.
Yeah, I feel like
this generation is trying to bring it back again, and it's it's making tremendous like progress with it, because
that's cool. Very cool.
I also saw that they might revert instead of the country being called New Zealand, they are gonna revert it back to the original Maori name, like Aotearoa, which is pretty sick.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
good job, New Zealanders and Maori people.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, not much. I finished Ted Lasso season 2.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah. It's a great show.
Just as good as the first one.
Yes, yeah. It stays on a high. It's great. Yep.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. They and next season I've heard that they're going to Holland. So
oh, really?
It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
That's funny. Now I actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna butcher this, but here we go nonetheless.
Okay. Yeah.
We were debating going to the Netherlands for some time. I want to just for a vacation, right? See you guys, all that stuff. And then my friend Stephanie says we should go to Giethoorn, the tiny village,
city?
the canal city, the tiny village.
Yeah.
Why? What is that? And why
it's
is
shit?
It's
yeah.
Just take them up.
It's so overrun by tourists. It's like
that's
okay. So let me correct that statement. It is probably super cool to see if you have no idea what Holland looks like in general.
Oh, okay.
If that's the first thing you see, you're like, oh, this is sick. This is cool. This is like a whole city just fully canals and there's no roads. It's just you go on boats.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. To get to your house, you have to go through a boat.
But
so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's overrun by tourists. There's like especially in the summer period, there's a lot of Chinese people.
That makes sense. Like everywhere else.
But not like just small groups. It's just like massive tour groups, just completely running the city.
But how did it end up like that? Like why?
I have no clue.
Okay, fair enough. I just thought because it seems like it's very popular on Google Maps and like everybody and it looks on the pictures. It looks like a fairy tale village with like and all this stuff. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's just
On that bomber, let's go right into the show. Cheerios, my friends. Cheerios.
Let's get it.
Okay, Joey, here we go. Time for the album of the week, and as you said, we have chosen to do a real classic amongst the gangster rap scene.
Yep, exactly.
New York's very own Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent.
Yep, 50, whatever. Everything goes.
Everything goes.
Now,
it is obviously his first studio album, Get Rich or Die Tryin. It seems like he succeeded. He's not dead yet, so I guess he did get rich. I would assume. Now
he did not have to die trying.
No, was this a first full listen for you, or did you have
No. This is one of the albums that's been in my rotation for a while.
Yes, it's a classic, isn't it? I will say this came out when you were like 5 or some shit like that.
Oh, 2003. Yeah, I was 5. Yeah.
So,
yep.
Yes, there's not a lot to say about this. It is what it is. Nope. I think most people know at least 1 or 2 tracks from this.
If you don't, then you don't listen to music or haven't gone to the club.
No, exactly. Yeah. Now, should we just start out by jumping straight into track number 1, the intro track? So. I guess you call it.
It is nothing. It's just a coin.
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
It's 50 cents, probably.
I would hope so. Imagine if you just pulled that fast one. And it's like this is $1. Like fuck. Which then moves us into track 2.
Yep. What up, gangster?
What up, gangster?
Yep.
What do you think? You like it? You love it?
I feel like this sets the tone for the whole album perfectly. It's the flow, the tone is like we said, it is quintessential gangster rap. His flow is definitely 50 Cent. Like he revolutionized this flow, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like it's just every chorus, and I'm gonna say this so I'm not gonna sound like a broken record because I could have put this on every single song. Every chorus / hook is fucking simple but so catchy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, but it's classic boasting 50 Cent.
I mean,
you know?
it's literally just about him and his lifestyle, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah.
And he's just describing. I mean, it sets the tone. You're completely right. It's like he introduces his crew, who he is, where he's coming from, and. It's not a bad song by any stretch, but I think it's one of the weaker ones on the project because you come further into the track list. There are some real heavy hitters, and I actually didn't remember. And on re-listening, the way he does "What Up, Gang" still gets kind of annoying in the long run. In the end,
I do think it's cool that he's not only saying like "What up, blood," "What up, cuz," like because that's like. Normally, it's either one of the two.
Yes.
But he's like, if you're a gangster, this for you, man.
Yes,
like, this is like...
And he does mention it, like, both the Crips and the Bloods and a lot of other places. So, yes, I agree. And I guess the verses are pretty good. Like, I will say, this was one of the things that's actually surprised me when I re-listened to it, is that the flows are better than I remembered them. Like, like, most people... I guess often I hear him referenced as someone who knew how to write a catchy hook but didn't really know how to rap. But I think to some extent this actually proves that he can rap, and he did actually do like this sort of style. Is he a Jid or a Kendrick? No.
No. But he doesn't need to be.
He doesn't need to be, exactly. This isn't his scene, is it? So
I love that's some bars that I wrote down that I fucking loved. Yeah. It's they say I walk around like I got an S on my chest. No, that's a semi-auto and a vest on my chest.
Yes.
Fucking sick.
Yep.
100 G's I stash it. The Mac I blast it. Fucking dope. But also he addresses the critics. Like the rap critics say I can rhyme. The fiends say my dope is a 9. Every chick I fuck is a dime. Yeah. So, you know,
for sure. I mean, in general, I think, and this is all over this record in general is him boasting, right? And there are some where he like some of the track where he goes to like, I can take down Nas and JC, and you go, I mean,
is that on this track or is it?
No, it's not on this one.
Another one,
but it's just you're right. He does it in a pretty cool way, I will say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Moving on.
Track number 3.
Patiently Waiting. Featuring the one and only.
And produced by the one and only.
And produced by
Yes.
Yep.
I
fucking love this track.
This was a single,
I fucking
right?
Loved it, yeah.
Yes.
No, it
wasn't. Sorry.
No.
Which one am I? I don't know. But yes.
It's in the club and
21 Questions was definitely a single.
No, I can't.
Yes, but 21 Question was a single.
Oh, it could have been.
Sure.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah. I fucking love this song.
Yes.
Holy shit. 50's hook and verses are fucking amazing. To top it off, Eminem comes in with, and I'm not gonna put this lightly, I think this is one of his best fucking verses ever.
Oh,
this
really?
is on par. This is on par with, like, for me, this is on par with Renegade on Jay-Z's. Yeah. That one is fucking sick.
Yeah.
But the way he comes in with the hospital equipment sound in the background.
Yeah.
They've been patiently waiting. It's fucking sick.
Yes. I agree.
Then his whole verse is fucking layered. The bars upon bars. Fucking amazing. But 50's verse is also fucking dope. I love it's like, in this white man world, I'm similar to a squirrel looking for a slut with a nice butt to get a nut. Yeah. Fucking funny. Man, this track is sick.
It's a sick track, and the beat is very, very cool. And I think you're right. Like, Eminem's track verse is very, very cool. I will say, though, he is kind of hyping 50 up to be something that he's really not. He goes, take some Big and some Pac and put a little big L on top. He's like, okay.
I don't think he's talking about everyone, like, that he's running with, I think.
No. But in the end, he goes, y'all know what time it is as soon as 50 signs on this dot. So it is literally him hyping 50, I think, in general. I mean,
but it rhymes so well.
It rhymes so well. Like, the verse is sick, and you're right. The way he comes in on that post chorus is very, very cool.
fucking amazing. Yeah.
And also it shows that he knows this beat because obviously he produced it, and that's always a bonus. When
This is a very Eminem beat.
Yes,
it is
yes,
actually.
yes.
Yeah. There was also one part of Eminem's thing that I was like, whoa, shit. And it's like, what you know about death threats? Because I get a lot.
Yes.
Shady Records was 80 seconds away from the towers. Some cowards fuck with the wrong buildings. They're meant to hit ours. And apparently, from what I've read, it's Osama bin Laden actually sent Eminem death threats after he's dressed up as him on Without Me.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
That was so fucking wild to me.
Yeah. I mean, in general, Eminem doesn't give a single fuck about anything, and I guess if you are in his position,
why would you?
Yeah, exactly. So, but yes, very cool track, and the hook is so catchy, very nicely done. Yeah, it's just a good track, just a solid track altogether. Now, in the meantime, I looked it up. There were 4 singles from this project. In the Club, 21 Questions, Pimp, and If I Can't. So,
okay,
but this was not one of them.
Yeah.
Now here comes
moving on.
A hood classic, a very cult classic.
Yes,
many men.
Yep. That was my first bullet point. One of many classics on this album.
Yes, agreed.
The opening skit is iconic.
Yes.
Oh, pull up.
Yeah, pull up.
But the piano in the background on this beat is fucking so cool.
It just in general, I love this track. It's a very cool song. And the
hook is so catchy.
The hook is so good, and you can hear him. He feels it. He is literally in that situation.
And
obviously, for those who don't know, he was shot 9 times but survived, and so he has something to back it up. You know, it's not just
it's not just word of mouth. It's just he legit just he is that guy.
He is that guy.
Him.
A lot of people.
He is him.
Yes. Yep. Also, the verses are very cool because like the way he talks about him being like a diamond, and he went through, he wasn't found, now he's here. You know, again he likens himself to Muhammad Ali in his prime. I mean, you know,
whatever, man.
Yeah, you do you.
But I do gotta say, I think there's not a lot of people that came out of the block so hot as 50 Cent did.
It's actually true. What I saw an interview with Dr. Dre, and he said this was the most explosive catapulting into fame he's ever seen. Like he came from nowhere and just all of a sudden he was everywhere. Yeah. So,
but I think we gotta address the hardest bar anyone has ever said on any song. Is I'm clear that I'm here for a real reason, because he got hit like I got it, but he ain't fucking breathing.
That part is so sick. It's so fucking good. And the first part of it is as well. In the Bible, it says what goes around comes around. The guy shot me. 3 weeks later, he got shut down.
Yeah.
Now it's clear that I'm here for a real reason, because he got shot like me, but he ain't fucking breathing. It's just so sick.
It's
man.
It's
fucking
so
good.
Cool. Yep.
Yes. Insane verses in general. I will also say he actually does a very good job at describing what kind of lifestyle he lives, and obviously he glorifies it.
For sure.
You know, but it's also he said, like, I always have a gun on me, I'm strapped always, vest on. So he also shows that he's taking care of himself and having the bulletproof vest on and bulletproof car and all that stuff.
I mean, I would too if I got shot 9 times probably.
Yes,
I would
probably
never
not the first
leave the
time.
house without.
No.
Yeah,
but yes, an instant classic. And if you were young in this, like this came out when I was like 13, and so everybody was bumping this when it came out. It was just an instant classic, even though it wasn't released as a single.
Yep, for sure.
Now then, from
one of these singles,
probably the single, one of the most iconic rap tracks of all time. At least the chorus is. It is, of course, the one, the only, In the Club.
Yep.
Produced by
club song
Dr. Dre.
Of all club songs. Yep.
Yep.
And just what a beat, man.
Yes. I mean, everything about this track is iconic. Do you know the story behind the beat, by the way?
No.
Actually, Dr. Dre and Mike Elizondo produced it for D12. And it was supposed to be, they got offered, and it was supposed to be on the 8 Mile soundtrack. but they turned it down. And then 50 heard it, and he said that within an hour he had all the verses, and they recorded it the same night. So it was just like
sick.
We hit it out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sick.
Everybody knows it. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Yeah. It's just.
Yep. It's so good.
Yes, it is just so good.
It's got to be one of the most memorable hooks ever.
Yes.
You can find me in the club.
Bottle full of
it's so cool.
Yeah.
The music video is fucking iconic as fuck too.
Yes.
Him just being like made in a lab and then just hanging upside down.
I remember
sick.
The first time I saw it, I just remember going where you see it zooms in, it goes like pans to that room, and he's not in there. He just comes down from the ceiling, and he's just shredded like a motherfucker. Right? And obviously, you see him running on the treadmill. He's jacked. He's just, and you see Dr. Dre and Eminem standing there in the lab coat.
It's like
okay, it's so cool.
That was one funny thing I saw, and that's according to Billboard. When choosing which song should be Get Rich or Die Trying's lead single, Eminem favorite If I Can't, but 50 and Dre asked Dre for his opinion, and he opted for In the Club. But they decided to toss a coin, and In the Club was chosen to be. And Jesus Christ, it all went up from there.
It makes sense. The intro, right?
Yeah.
So. Yes, very, very cool. I also gotta say, even though it sounds hella... Oh, are you freezing again? Uh-oh.
I think so. Hello?
There you are. There we go.
Hey!
Even though it sounds hella stupid in some sense, Bottle Full of Bub is such an iconic line.
Yeah, it is, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then obviously he goes, I'm into having sex. I ain't into making love. And it's just so, yes, of course you are 50 Cent. We get it.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, just the verses are very cool in general. Like it is literally just him flexing all his money, right? Like, and also he's just calling out everybody. Like, you can find me in the club, just come at me. Come.
It's just a club banger, man.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It just is. Iconic track. Not a lot to say about this one.
Yep.
Then we move to High All the Time.
All the time.
What about this? What's your thoughts?
I think it's again, I love the hook. I think on Genius they all call it choruses, but it's probably potato. Yeah, I don't know. If there's actually a difference, let me know.
Yeah.
But again, it's so simple but so cool. It's also ironic because I saw that he doesn't drink or do drugs at all. He just knew that this is the type of shit that would sell at that time.
I don't know. I don't know if he does drugs or not. Obviously you don't say if you do, but I imagine obviously he got shot in a club, so I guess he does drink. I just in general, I will say it's not my most favorite track.
No,
but
neither.
It's okay.
But it's still good. Yeah,
it's not a skip.
For sure.
It's just just a track, just a general track.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I kind of find it strange that he, don't get me wrong, I like Tanqueray. It's a good gin. Yeah. But Dom Perignon and Tanqueray, those
not in the same ballgame. No. So we are not alike.
Yes, exactly. Yep. But he has some cool lines in like stash box, Xbox, laptop, fax machine. It's like it's funny the way he does it. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just a track about getting high. I guess it's not a lot to it.
Yep. Exactly.
Then we come to a very controversial track.
Yep.
Heat.
Produced by Dr. Dre. Yet again.
Yes.
But this beat for me is meh.
Yeah, same.
It's like I could get why it's made. Like it definitely fits 50's theme.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it gets a bit repetitive with the gunshot, the reloading, and the organ.
Yeah,
it's a bit meh. But it's basically again about he's famous, he's rich, he's selling records, and he'll still fucking like shoot you if you mess with him. Basically,
it's just about like even if I'm like a millionaire, but like I'm still strapped. I'm still for
the street.
You can take the man out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the man, right? It's just, this track was left off of the clean version of the album in
because
general.
of the gunshots.
Yeah, and the theme, I think, in general, I think it's
okay. Yeah.
So if you got the censored version in the store, it wasn't on there at all. It didn't even censor it. They just cut it all out, I think.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, it's okay, but it gets a bit repetitive, and it's just literally him saying, "I'm gonna shoot you. Come at me. I shoot." Like, it's okay.
Yeah. Exactly. For sure.
Then we move into If I Can't, another single, another classic.
Such a cool song.
Another insane beat by Dr. Dre, obviously.
Fucking amazing. The piano, the classic Dre piano.
Yes.
It just
yeah.
It's a bit more upbeat, in my opinion.
Yep. Agreed.
But it's just, again, just 50 just being as braggadocious as he like anything 50 can do. Cannot do is not possible.
Yeah, exactly.
He can do everything basically.
But
what I did, sorry.
No, it's just he feels like Superman, right? It's like I could do anything, and I think at this point he probably could. He was that big. He was that much of a star, right?
He could not miss.
No,
like the one thing I did find out or like felt was his second verse.
Yep,
feels very Eminem influenced.
Yes.
By the way, he delivers it and his kind of tone of voice.
Yes.
I felt like it was very Eminem.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think,
it's such a cool track.
I think in general, obviously Eminem found 50 Cent and signed him. So it makes sense that he would be sparring and kind of helping out. Not only did he produce like half the album, I think, but also, you know, he would probably be close to 50 and give him advice and stuff. But yeah, it's such an iconic track and such a cool way of bragging, right? It's like if I can't do it, it just can't be done. Like there's nothing I can. And it just shouts out Dre and all those guys. G Unit, obviously, once again. I like it. I like this track a lot. It's very simple. But the beat is very cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, track 9, Bloodhound. Featuring Young Buck.
Yeah. This was funky a bit funky to me.
Yeah.
Like the beat felt a bit funky to me. But this is kind of when I think of gangster rap, this is what I kind of expect.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like it's like there's no subliminals. This is just straight up what he can and will do. Like it does not matter. Like he is still like that guy. He is, again, he's him.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's pretty much he's pumping up himself and also G Unit, his gang, obviously. And he brings out Young Buck, who is a part of his crew, and we can do everything, and like it's ride or die, and you know it's with in it together and all that stuff. And also stay the fuck away from us. Like you don't want this smoke, as they say.
Yeah, you do not want this smoke. Yeah. And I believe him. I fully believe him.
Yes. Yeah. I love the chorus where he goes, "I love to hit the block. I love my 2 Glocks." It's like, on point. Love to stay strapped. Yes.
Yeah.
I will say though, not the most impressive Young Buck feature.
No, it's all right. It's not super.
It's just like a very standard sort of verse. I know everybody was gonna hate me, but you know I got pew pew. I'm strapped. You know, I don't know. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then
exactly.
Track 10.
Number 10.
Back Down.
Yeah, this is my kind of song. Yeah. It's a very nice, sinister piano.
Yes.
Like instrumental.
I will say,
fucking sick.
I think that's the first time we get the now iconic G Unit in the intro. Yes.
Yeah. I also love how the chorus is so aggressive.
Yes.
How he growls the last part of every sentence.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
There was one part that I was like, what the fuck, bro? He's like, use a Pop-Tart, sweetheart. You're soft in the middle.
Yeah.
I ate you for breakfast. Fucking funny.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, this to me is definitely aimed towards Ja Rule.
Yes, it's explicitly
that's what I think.
It's just a diss track. It's just a straight diss track against Ja Rule.
Yeah. I like the whole I think it's in the middle of the track where he's like, the rap game's all fucked now. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna eat, man? 50 back around.
Yeah.
That's Ja Rule punk ass thinking out loud. It's fucking so funny.
It's so good. I also like where he goes, J put you on, X made you hot, as if like all the features made you like something. You know, you just you know, you're just nobody.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's cool that it's this explicit almost. He's not even like hiding it, and it's on
He's
this
not holding
massive,
any punches.
No, and it's kind of strange on one hand because this is such a big album, and the movement that was behind 50 Cent at this point, he had to have known that this album would blow up, and he did not has to say for seconds to put a straight diss track on there, just ruined this whole man's career.
It's not the only one.
No,
it's not the only one.
But this is the worst one. Like this, you know, the most
especially
direct one.
the outro. The outro is fucking funny.
Yes.
The funniest bit was like, Joss my boo, okay? Jeffrey Atkins. It's so funny.
I also like the fact that he's in the chorus goes, hold a gun big enough to hold Shaq down. Obviously, you just imagine this whole guy, the big guy, funny.
Yeah.
But yes,
it's such a cool track,
and that's obviously it's a theme for 50 in general. He doesn't give a single fuck, and he will troll everybody. No. He's known for the whole trolling. Do you remember the whole
thing with
Mayweather? Yeah, it's just so funny.
Yeah.
What did he say fuck me for?
What did he say fuck you? He said fuck Nelly, fuck 50. He said what fuck me for? It's so funny.
Yeah, so good, so good. Then we come to another iconic track.
One of the songs most close to my heart.
That fucking beat is so good.
Yeah.
Also, you and I have a very special relationship.
Well, we'll save that for the top three.
Okay.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Yep.
What an insane beat. What a fucking... And this is before... Obviously, nowadays, the oil drum beats are commonplace, right? We saw it on ZZ.
ZZ,
and all that stuff, right? But this... Oh, man.
It's one of the most iconic beats ever, I think.
Yes, I agree.
Like,
I agree.
No, not even joking. This, like... The same within the club, same. But this beat is like you heard
just that intro. It's so iconic. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But and you know, it's just again him flexing, right? It's just like you know.
Yeah. I saw the funniest annotation on Genius.
Really?
Yeah. Sit back and listen as Professor Curtis Jackson gives a lecture on the microeconomics of prostitution. then head over to the remix for an extra lecture from Uncle Snoop.
Oh,
that was fucking funny.
That's true, though. It literally is what it is, right?
Yeah,
it's him.
It's so great.
I might sell drugs. I might make money from that, but I also can sell you women. What you want? I got you.
It's one or the other. Oh man, it's fucking great.
I mean, these verses are iconic, you know. I also remember the music video where he has an iPod and it's just so outdated now, but at the time,
but apparently he got hella paid for it.
Yes, obviously. Yes. Very, very cool track. And like also obviously the Snoop Dogg remix that is on the
the deluxe
version is all a very iconic.
Yeah.
What a track. What a fucking
track.
What
a track, yeah.
And this is one of the tracks that still makes it go down in the club, like you say. Both this and in the club. Yeah. Every time they get played, everybody's down.
Everyone's going wild. Yeah.
Not a lot to say, I feel. It is.
No, it is just a banger. It just is what it is.
It just is.
Yep.
Then we come to Like My Style, feat Tony Yayo. Now.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? Like my notes was yes, we do.
You look confused. Are we at the same page? Where?
Yep. But I don't have a lot to say about this one.
No, me neither. I think it's hard coming after this track. Like coming after Pimp is
the beat is still amazing in my opinion. But
in general, this is just a phenomenally produced album. So yes, I agree. Yeah,
the chorus again is great, but I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about this.
No,
I do definitely love his flow.
Yeah, like I said, that's one of the things that surprised me actually. What was that in general he's known as
I think an Amber Alert just went off. What the fuck?
An Amber Alert?
Yeah, what the hell? Like you know when like there's an emergency and your phone has that that shit just went off. I think
we had that.
I don't know if
we had that correctly. We had that tested on Wednesday here, so it could be. We have that every year they test it.
I don't know. Yeah, it could be.
Well, stay here, peeps. See if Joey survives. Who knows?
All of a sudden, just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
just the whole building explodes. Yeah.
No, but I think in general that is like one thing that surprised me is he actually flows very well, and the verses are very good.
Yeah. The flow on here is so good.
I will say the subject matter is a bit repetitive in the end. It is literally just him flexing his lifestyle.
It just is.
It is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, in general, a cool feature, even though it's
28. Yeah.
He doesn't really rap a lot, but it's kind of in there, and it's kind of a cool way to do it, right?
Yeah. That's exactly what I put down as well. Yeah. Yep.
So
moving on.
Yes.
Poor little track Rich. Number 13. Poor little Rich.
Man, poor Rich.
I do. Yeah. Oh, boohoo. You're a little Rich. Boohoo. I do like the, I don't know what it is. It's like a distorted synth or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
But it's basically 50 kind of just reminiscing on the past.
He used to be poor, and now look what I got now. The cars, the cribs.
Rags to riches.
Rags to riches, yes.
Yep.
I mean, it is the same kind of theme, but it is a bit more, like you say, sentimental, almost like looking back. Yeah. I used to be poor. Now I get paid, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. No, it is. Exactly. It is.
Yes. This for me was also kind of somewhat forgettable. Like
it's like some of them just don't fall short necessarily, but I feel like they kind of get repetitive in the way
they're almost too similar, right? It's like you can only have so many tracks that sound like this.
Amazing. The songs still are amazing, but it's just it gets like, okay, we get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I agree.
type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then the next one is obviously a different
way
story.
Different. Yeah.
The single 21 Questions.
Yep. Featuring the late Nate Dogg.
Oh, I love
what a
Nate
voice,
Dogg,
man. I love Nate Dogg.
Such a nice voice.
The fucking his voice, like my favorite Nate Dogg feature is on Till I Collapse.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, rest in peace.
Man.
Oh man, it's so sad. Yep.
Now this is obviously an instant classic, and it was back then. And the conspiracies around how many questions he asks is funny to follow.
Does he actually ask 21?
Yeah, he does. Exactly. He does,
cool,
but only if you include the ones in the chorus. If you include one in the chorus, it is 21. But it is a lot of people were trying to make up the math, and like there was a whole debate going. Like,
I see. I mean, it's also just very simple and to the point. It's just, will you love me? You love me with all this money and success. Like, duh. But if I'm broke, all my percentages are gone, would you still be riding and dying? Or like, what's happening?
I think it's cool.
I agree fully. Okay, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think this is actually in spite? Like made in spite to Ja Rule? Because Ja Rule, this is Ja Rule's type of shit. No,
I don't think so. Actually, like there's a story behind this track. Apparently, that when the whole album was finished, Dr. Dre listened to it, and he actually asked 50, "What is this? Like, what? You are a gangster rapper. Like, why are you putting some sappy like love song on this? Like, what's going on?" And then 50 said to him, "Like, I have always had to be two people: the one for in the streets, and the one that I have I can be in private and whatnot. And it's not about what like catering or whatever. It's literally just the way I am. It's a necessity. You have to have both in you, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I also think it's too well done. I think that's the thing for me. It's too well done. For it to just be a dig because it feels real for him. Like it does.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Obviously, it makes sense that if you're in that lifestyle, that's a question you would have to ask if you actually fall in love with someone.
No, for sure.
Would you still love me if it wasn't for the millions and the the vitamin water deals or whatnot?
That does actually make sense, because I remember an interview he had. I don't know who it was with. I think it was Jimmy Fallon or whatever the fuck. Colbert. I don't know. Where he's asking like, does your family call you 50? He's like, and then he's like, oh no, my grandmother like Curtis Jackson is my grandmother's, like for my grandmother's name. Like that's who I am for my grandmother. I'm Curtis Jackson. I'm
Yeah.
a nice sweet boy.
Yeah, exactly.
But in the streets I'm 50. You know.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It would make sense.
I think there's a lot of funny lines in this though. There's the classic line, "I love you like a fat kid loves cake," which I think is very cool.
He's not wrong.
Yeah,
he's not wrong.
But also some of the questions are kind of like he had to. He ran out of like ideas, I guess, because he one of them is, "Would you still do you still love me even though I ask these questions?" Which like.
Yeah.
Okay. You had to get to 21, I guess. Fair enough. But yeah. I like this a lot. Like
same. It's a nice track.
It's a nice fleshing out of who he is as a person, that you see the other side of him, because it does get a bit much in the end. We go, okay, we, like you said, we do get it. Yes, you're a real G. Okay, yes, you got
he
shot.
Is him.
Yes.
Yes, we know you're him.
Okay, yes, we move on. But yes. Then we come to "Don't Push Me."
Yeah,
featuring
another track.
Eminem and Lloyd Banks. Yes.
Yep. Oh, this is so sick. It's dark. It's such a dark tone track. I love the gunshot in the chorus. I think it's so cool. Lloyd Banks's verse is so fucking cool. His flow, his cadence is so sick.
Yes.
Like the way he, yeah. Oh man. Then Eminem comes on.
Yes.
I think it's not. I think Lloyd Banks actually steals the show in this song.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
M's verse is also just, again, it's Eminem in his prime, basically. He will not miss. And basically it's just them telling everyone it might look fun on the outside, but this gang shit is fucking serious.
Yeah, don't push me. You don't want the smoke, right? Yeah.
No.
I think in general, it's another. The beat is insanely well done, but it's also a very, very Eminem type beat. It is. Yeah. Yes, and he flows insanely well over it. But I agree with you. Lloyd Banks' verse seems so hungry. This is obviously before he's made it big.
He needs to bring his A game. Yes, and he is definitely delivered.
Yes, and what a fucking aggressive and packed verse. Also, he puts a lot of nice spins on the classic like gangster shit, right? And that's very nice because. Like you say, at this point we've had like probably 20-50 verses, and they're all kind of the same references, the same. Also, so to hear someone else do it, it is kind of cool.
It is for sure.
But I will say, I did notice that Eminem is kind of trying to take the whole like fame for himself, because he starts out by saying, "These are my ideas. This is my sweat and tears," as if he's just So I mean, who knows how much he actually do? But but yeah. Once again, also obviously, 50 is making sure his gang is getting paid.
Yes, no, for sure.
So
yep. All
right. Then
second to last track.
Yes, sir.
Gotta make it to heaven.
Gotta make it to heaven.
Track number 16.
Yes,
I do love the bass line in this beat. I think it's so fucking like. It sticks out to me. Like to me, bass lines. If there's a good bass line in an instrumental, that shit like instantly
much easier, very catchy. Yes,
like,
it sets.
Yeah. Like I love the sound of a bass line, like of a bass guitar. It's so cool. Yeah. I do. The chorus is interesting to me because it's basically like him saying, after everything I've been through, all the struggles I've overcome, like for sure I'm allowed into heaven, right? I
think it's. In some sense, it's also on one hand, I agree with you. He feels like he should be led into heaven, obviously, but it also shows how much he wants to go to heaven, how much it still means to him, right? And he's kind of hoping, like, please, I can, even though I fucked up in early life, and I can still go through to hell, right? Go to heaven, right? And so, yes, I agree. It's very cool that he cares about that, because obviously,
you can see it in the cover art, his chain. Yeah.
But I think in general they are more religious in United States than we are here. So
yes.
It makes sense. But yes, very cool to see another take on what it means to live that life. A bit refreshing after just him showing how good it is to be a gangster, and
it is. Yeah.
I don't have a lot on this track. I mean,
no. neither.
It's okay. It's like I like it, but it's not as catchy as some of the other ones for me, I think.
No.
Now,
All right.
this, and we debated this before we did this, whether we should include Wanksta or not. But we decided to include it because it is an iconic track. And once again,
exactly.
It is.
He takes shots at everybody. No one is safe. Take cover, motherfuckers.
But especially though, it is again Ja Rule.
Yes. Actually, what I've seen on the Genius, or like what 50 said about the song, is that apparently it is actually not about Ja Rule.
No.
But he did after that say that it does. I mean, it could be. Yeah.
It's just about everybody being fake. But yes, Ja Rule is fake, you know?
Yeah. 50 don't fuck with these fake gangsters, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
What an insane beat, though.
I know.
This beat is crazy good.
I know.
And it was obviously used in so many freestyles after this and reference.
Yes. Yeah.
And also the saying Wanksta, I don't know if he coined it or not, but this is like where it started out. And at that point, everybody was just saying, "You're just a Wanksta, right? You are Wanksta. You're Wanksta, man." Very cool track. I think originally it came out as a single before the album, but I think they included it in deluxe or something. I don't exactly know how it came out.
Could be. But
and it's obviously on the 8 Mile soundtrack as well.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, exactly.
What a track!
Yeah,
I mean, the chorus is just so iconic. You say you a gangster, but you never pop none.
It's great. It's great.
You go to the dealership, but you never cop nothing. It's like it's just saying,
you are not on this level, man.
No,
you have no idea.
You are not him. Yeah. You are not him.
Yes, exactly.
Now, that concludes it. Obviously, we do know that there is the whole deluxe version with a lot of other... But we decided to just include the original album since that is how he intended it to come out. With that, what are your closing thoughts on it?
Closing thoughts are that, like, I can fully understand why this is a classic album.
Yes.
Especially in the realm of gangster rap. It is banger after banger. Like, it doesn't miss, the fucking, there's so many classics on this, from PRMP in the Club, Many Men, 21 Questions, Patiently Waiting. They're all like, you can hear it for a second and you'll know, like, I think, what a great album.
In general, it is, like you say, the quintessential gangster rap. You hit the time frame where it was so cool being a gangster rapper, and he nails every part of it. The looks, he obviously has the big chains, he's ripped to pieces, he's shredded.
Yes. Fuck, man.
And obviously afterwards he acknowledged it was on the steroids, of course, and he actually came out and said that he has a small penis because of it, apparently. Like, it actually did cause, so...
take that into account if you want to do steroids.
Yes. And obviously he has the crew to back it up. He got shot 9 times. He knows what it's about. And so obviously it's almost like, the real gangsters, like the real the mob, right? It's the same sort of appeal, like that mystique. On one hand, it's illegal and they're being bad people. But on the other hand, he's a cool figure and like kind of someone you can like bury yourself in.
Yeah, for sure.
Now with that,
should we do a nice little 1 to 10?
A nice Fantano.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, remember, as always, people, before we do it, it is enjoyability. It's not rating how good or bad the album actually is. It's just how much we enjoyed it.
Yep, exactly.
Now, for me, this is obviously, you have to be in the mood for it. I will preface that.
Oh, yes.
But if you are in that mood, it hits the spot. It is so good. So I'm gonna give this an 8.5, like a strong 8.
Ooh, okay. Generous from Mr.
Yes,
Vengeful.
I know,
Very
right?
nice.
I think there might also be some sentimentalism in it. Like I remember it from when I was young, but I think, like you said, the beats hold up extremely well. The production is so great. When he's on it, he's just on it. Like Many Men, classic, Pimp, obviously, If I Can't, it's just phenomenal tracks.
Yeah, it is. All right.
How about you?
I have gone with a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
So it's just, man, this like you said, you have to be in the mood for it, but I'm kind of always in that mood. I'm always in the mood for smoke.
Yeah.
Like it's just like gangster rap is something I grew up with, so it's just like it's right to my taste.
There's also something about him as a character, where some of the other gangster rappers,
no, for sure,
are very one-dimensional, very like I'm just a gangster yo.
Yeah.
But he's funny. He has a lot of character, a lot of charisma.
He is so charismatic.
Yes,
like, fuck, man.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I like him as a character, even though he's probably done some shady shit. But yes.
Yeah. All right.
Top 3.
Moving on.
Top 3.
Yes, sir. Top 3. Yes, sir. All right. Shall I go first?
Yeah, you go first then.
All right. Number 3 for me is Patiently Waiting.
Yep.
I think the Eminem verse alone would put this in the top 3 for me, because fucking it's, again, like I said, it's so sick.
Yes, I agree.
There's like growing up hearing this for the first time, like when I was really into Eminem at that point, I was like, holy shit, like damn. But yeah, sick. Number 2 for me is In the Club. It's just
you can
club,
find me in the club. Yeah.
It's one of the most catchy songs in hip hop, in my opinion. But number 1, and that's because it holds a very special place in my heart. After sharing a wonderful moment with you in the club in Copenhagen, where I am in one end of the dance floor, you are sitting at our table drinking, and you hear that.
The intro beat,
do you hear the fucking the oil drums, and you and me lock eyes instantly, and we're like, hey!
Yes.
And so for me, number 1, it's gotta be PIMP.
Makes complete sense. Now, I will say honorable mention to Patiently Waiting, but my number 3 is Many Men.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love Many Men, and I think the piano beat in the background is so iconic to me, and it just feels genuine. Like it feels like and obviously he has been there. When you get shot 9 times, it's not just for shits and giggles.
For sure.
Number 2, In the Club also, but that leaves number 1, PIMP.
Yes, it's gotta be, man.
It's gotta be.
It just gotta be.
And that track is iconic. I love that track.
Yeah.
And like you say, one of the few ones where you can just play. I think I would guess that after like maybe half a second of that oil drums.
Yeah, no, it is though. Yeah.
Just that intro and you got it. You're there.
You can maybe like confuse it with ZZ for like a millisecond, but then it's just like, nah. Yeah.
It's just so good. But there were a lot of like contenders here. 21 Questions I like a lot. If I Can't, really nice. Yes. Like I say,
also for me.
Wangster also, yes, and like I say, Patiently Waiting. So yes.
Yep. But for me, what's it called?
Don't know.
Back Down for me is also very sick.
Ah, cool. Yes.
Yeah. Just because I love diss tracks, it's so cool.
Yes, we should probably do something on that actually at some point, a tier list or something on diss tracks.
Yeah, the best diss tracks.
Will be cool.
Yeah.
Now, with that, people, leave down below your thoughts on Get Rich or Die Trying. What's your favorite track? Did we get it completely wrong? Also, do you have any iconic PIMP moments? Let us know down below. Let us know.
I doubt you'll disagree with the top 3, because I feel like it's like universally But anyway, if you do, like, let us know. Anyway, moving on. You know what time it is?
The last call.
The last call. Yes, sir. So, people, you know what time it is. It's time for the last call. Get your last bottles full of bub. If you go home with someone, it doesn't matter if it's for love or, if you just want to go at it. Who cares? But today's last call question of the week is, what is a culture you would love to get more educated on if you could?
Oh, that's very easy for me. Actually, very, very simple. The Japanese culture. Because on one hand, it's very, very mystical, and the hospitality and the whole being kind to people and very humble and stuff is very nice. But on the other hand, I also feel like it's a very antiquated way they're doing stuff. So I would love to just like live in it and be in it and see how it works out in general. Like in actuality.
So what in general do you think like would definitely like is like, oh, that's the thing. Like, would you love to include some of that in your own lifestyle, or just in general? Like,
I think some of the things they do is very cool, like the kindness to other people and the humility and the service level and the pride they take in their jobs. That's very admirable, and I feel like we could do with a bit more of that in the Western world.
Yes.
On the other hand, I feel like the way they do decisions is kind of I don't. There's not like I have a guy I studied with called Mass, and he said he worked in the commercial, but like he shot commercials, and sometimes they had to deal with the Japanese firms. They said he said every time they had to make a decision, they had a whole room full of people, and then the decision was that they were gonna make the decision next day, and they could push that forward. And I just like, and I feel like it's very Japanese, like no one's really taking charge. They have to like come to a consensus, and everybody has to agree. And,
that's funny.
And so I feel like that's kind of says a lot. But yeah, how about you?
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's also very easy because my girlfriend is Maori, so I would probably that's probably the thing I would love to indulge myself in the most. Because when I was there, it's very, very family oriented. It's very community oriented. I love I'm not like religious or spiritual myself, really, but the way they do it, with funerals and the way they treat their land, basically, is very beautiful because they believe in very sacred, like the land to them is very sacred. And the way they did the funerals, because usually, like in the Western world, we put on people's favorite songs, right? But there they have like they sing, like everyone sings Maori songs.
That's cool.
Which is very beautiful. Yeah, it was very beautiful. Not only that, I think the whole so Jesus,
here we
blinding
go.
Me, motherfucker.
Sorry if
I'm just the whole, like I said, the whole community, like everyone's very much welcoming, like you said with the Japanese. It's very welcoming, it's very warm. Do you have something to eat? No. All right, here you go. Like eat with us, type of thing. And yeah, it's just very beautiful.
I agree, but I think there are a lot of cultures that I think actually in that sense Europe is somewhat I want to say no, but behind. It's almost like service and the kindness is not needed. Oh, I'm getting. Here we go. Out of nowhere comes. Thank you, Cheerios.
Hey.
That's service, though, isn't it? A nice gin tonic.
Special delivery. Very nice. What is it? Which one is it?
That is a gin tonic with Valencian orange and grapefruit gin, I think.
Oh, is that a grandpa amount of gin?
No.
Okay.
For those not in the knowing, Mia has a grandpa, and he is. I love that man.
A gin connoisseur. Yes.
He is a gin connoisseur, and he does the gin tonic where it's 2-finger tonic and 2-finger gin, and so. Yes. I have just been informed that it is a Seville orange gin and Seville orange tonic, so it is a orange on orange situation.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. It looked orange. Yep.
Yes. No, but I feel like in general in Europe we're kind of behind with the service level, right? It's not something we take very like upon ourselves to do. And if you go to the shops or whatever, it is just. Guy behind the counter couldn't care less what he's doing, right? He's like, fuck my life and beep, beep, and no.
Exactly.
So, now, do you have another one where you go, you don't have a connection to where you go, this I want to...
Maybe... I mean, I think... an easy answer for us is African American culture, I think.
Yes, in some sense, yes.
Like get fully like informed on that.
Yes.
Would probably make the what's it called? Our reviews a lot more informed as well, in some sense.
Probably.
But we don't live there, so it's in general, it's a very outside perspective kind of thing. But I think Mexican or South American
culture,
South American culture. I think it's very like the whole Cinco de Mayo. I think it's super good. Or Isla de Muerte.
Yes,
I think that's very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would probably be the other one if I had to choose.
I think for me, an underrated one is the Hawaiian culture. I think that's very cool.
It's very similar to
Maori. Yes, exactly. But the whole lifestyle,
they're all from the same
tribe or like
point. Yeah. Before they went sailing, they all came from this one part. Yeah.
Yes. Other than that, I actually think something underrated for me would be the British culture, because a lot of the stuff.
How so?
Because, like, for instance, they take the football way more serious. Like, the way now I've watched Welcome to Wrexham, and the way they go into being a fan, it's like a lifestyle for them, and it's now obviously a lot of the like other parts of Britain I probably wouldn't enjoy the way they do a lot of this stuff, but I enjoy the way they take the local community very seriously and invest in whatever, maybe the football club in Wrexham or the local businesses. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, I agree. That could be cool. Yeah. All right.
As always, people leave below what culture would you like to ingest, be a part of?
Or get more informed on.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yep. As always, like he was about to say,
we go.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do everything. For more content like this, leave your albums in the comments. We will look at them, we will see, and we might just review them. Who knows? Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok for daily updates and shorts.
Yes.
And yeah, I think as always, and this is, I love my new slogan, don't walk out on us, walk out with us to the after hours, where we will be covering some Grammy news. Interesting. So, as always, have a lovely Friday evening, and we'll see you there.
Cheerios.
Cheers, people.